Summer heat enveloped me like a warm embrace as I strolled through the bustling streets of Johannesburg, my heart pounding with anticipation. Sarah, was 17 and full of dreams, yearning for a life beyond the mundane. Little did I know, fate had something extraordinary in store, a twist that would change my world forever. My eyes locked onto a figure across the street, a tall, brooding presence that seemed to beckon me. He stood outside a cafe, his intense gaze fixed on the ground, as if lost in thought. There was an air of mystery about him, an allure that drew me closer. I felt a surge of courage and approached, my voice breaking the silence. "Are you all right? You seem deep in your thoughts." He lifted his head, his deep brown eyes meeting mine. There was a spark, an instant connection that sent a shiver down my spine. "I'm fine, just pondering life's complexities." "You?" His voice, rich and soothing, sent a pleasant tingle through me. I'm good. Just exploring the city, trying to find my way." I felt an instant comfort with him, as if we had known each other for ages. "Exploring, huh? Well, sometimes getting lost is the best way to discover new paths." "I'm Martin, by the way." "Sarah. It's nice to meet you, Martin." We shook hands, and a jolt of electricity passed between us. It was as if the world around us faded, leaving only the two of us in a bubble of intense connection. Martin suggested we grab a cup of coffee, and I eagerly agreed. We sat in a cozy corner of the cafe, our conversation flowing like a gentle stream. He spoke of his dreams, his passion for music, and his desire to travel the world. I shared my aspirations of becoming a writer, of capturing the beauty and struggles of life in words. Our dreams intertwined, creating a tapestry of shared desires. You know, Sarah, sometimes the most beautiful things are the ones we least expect. Like this moment, this connection we found. Martin's eyes sparkled with intensity. "Yes, it's like a fairy tale. But real life isn't always so kind, is it?" I felt a pang of sadness thinking of the harsh realities that often shattered such moments. "It isn't, but we can create our own magic, our own story. And sometimes the most challenging paths lead to the greatest rewards." His words were like a balm, soothing my fears. As the sun began to set, casting a golden glow on the city, we found ourselves walking hand in hand, our steps in sync. The evening breeze carried whispers of our laughter and the occasional sigh of contentment. We stopped by a park, the lush greenery providing a peaceful sanctuary. Lying on the soft grass, we gazed up at the starry sky, our fingers intertwined. "I feel like I've known you forever, Sarah. It's like we're meant to be, against all odds." Martin's voice was soft, filled with emotion. "I feel it too, Martin. It's like the universe conspired to bring us together." I turned to face him, my heart overflowing with love. In that moment we surrendered to our desires, our lips meeting in a passionate kiss. The world melted away, leaving only the two of us consumed by a fiery passion. The night became our sanctuary, a witness to our love. "I've never felt this way before, Sarah. It's like I've found my home in your arms." Martin's breath was warm against my skin. "I know, Martin. I want this feeling to last forever." I clung to him, my body alive with a newfound ecstasy. The days that followed were a blur of blissful moments. We spent every waking hour together, exploring the city, sharing our dreams, and making love under the stars. Our connection deepened, becoming an unbreakable bond. One afternoon, as we sat by the river, Martin's expression grew serious, his fingers tracing circles on my palm. "Sarah, there's something I need to tell you. Something I should have said earlier, but I was afraid." His voice trembled, and my heart raced with apprehension. "What is it, my love? You can tell me anything." I held his hand, feeling the weight of his words. I've been adopted. My birth parents gave me up when I was a baby. I've always wondered about them, and recently, I started searching for them." He paused, his eyes searching mine. "Oh, Martin, that must be so difficult. Have you found any leads?" I felt a surge of empathy, reaching out to wipe a tear that escaped his eye. "Yes, and that's the hard part. I found them, Sarah. My birth parents. And his voice trailed off and my heart sank, sensing the impending revelation. And what, Martin? You can tell me. I held my breath, dreading the truth. They are the same people who adopted you, Sarah. We're siblings. His words hit me like a thunderbolt, and the world seemed to shatter around us. I couldn't speak, couldn't process the enormity of his revelation. The man I loved, the man I had given my heart and body to was my brother. The laughter and moans of pleasure we had shared now echoed in my mind, taking on a sinister tone. No, this can't be true. It can't. I cried, my voice breaking. I know, Sarah. I wish it weren't. But it's the truth. I'm so sorry, I should have told you earlier. Martin's eyes were filled with anguish. I ran, my feet carrying me away from him, away from the truth. The once familiar streets now felt like a maze, mocking my confusion and pain. I found myself at our special spot in the park, the place where our love blossomed. I buried my face in my hands, sobbing uncontrollably. Why? Why did this happen to us? I wailed, my voice carrying on the wind. Time passed, and the initial shock gave way to a torrent of emotions. I thought of Martin, his pain mirroring my own. Despite the agonizing truth, my love for him remained unwavering. I yearned to hear his voice, to see his smile, to feel his touch. Gathering my courage, I made my way to his apartment, my heart pounding. I knocked, my knuckles trembling. Sarah. Martin's voice filled with surprise and hope. Martin, I can't deny my feelings. I love you, and I want to be with you no matter what. I blurted out, my eyes pleading. He pulled me into a tight embrace, his heart beating against mine. I love you too, Sarah. I've been a mess without you. Let's face this together no matter what the world thinks. His voice, hoarse with emotion, sent a wave of relief through me. We decided to confront our parents, seeking answers and a path forward. The meeting was tense, filled with tears and revelations. Our parents, overcome with guilt, confirmed our worst fears. They begged for our forgiveness, explaining the circumstances that led to our separation. We never imagined you two would meet, let alone fall in love. But we understand your love is real. We will support you no matter what. Their words, though painful, offered a glimmer of hope. Martin and I clung to each other, our love becoming our sanctuary. We chose to stay together, defying societal norms and embracing our unconventional bond. Over the years, our love grew stronger, a testament to the power of the heart. As time marched on, our family expanded. We welcomed 3 beautiful children into our lives, each a reminder of the beauty that can arise from chaos. Our love story, though unconventional, became a source of strength and inspiration. I love you, Sarah. Every day, I thank the stars for bringing us together, even if it was against all odds. Martin whispered as we lay in bed, our children's laughter filling the house. I love you too, Martin. Our love has conquered the unthinkable. It's our forever, no matter what. I smiled, tracing his face with my fingers. Our journey was not without challenges, but our love prevailed. We embraced our unique bond, proving that love in its purest form can transcend boundaries and defy expectations. In the end, it wasn't the conventional happily ever after, but it was ours, a love story written in the stars, shared whispers, and the laughter of our children.